Hello, welcome to Andertons TV. My name is Jack Duxbury, that's the Maltese Falcon. And this is the Nymphs from Dreadbox Synthesis. And in this video, I want to see if it can save me from carting around this real vintage Juno-106 from Roland, and hope we can learn a bit more about the synth as well in a fun way, and just have a jolly good time. For a deeper dive of the features in the Nymphs, I highly recommend Loopop's video. Incredible, goes through all the features. Let's get straight to the audio examples. We're going to hear the Nymphs. After it, you're going to hear the 106, and we'll start with just a saw wave, filter wide open, nothing else, pretty much an initialized state, and certainly no chorus, but we'll get there. Let's hit it. Let's hear what these two sound like when we've just added the sub-oscillator that they both have and we play a bass line. Moving on, we're back to a simple saw wave. And one of the key components of the sound of the 106 is the chorus in there. Now, the Nymphs doesn't have a chorus on board. I'll show you how to get there, but I want to warn you, and the Falcon wisely said, let's show you what happens when we turn on the chorus on the Juno. And this is chorus 1. You'll hear a lot of noise in the signal. Having used a lot of these, this is indicative of any chorus. It's not a faulty one. Even in the latest video I did with Dan Bingham, where I do a blindfold shootout with the Roland Cloud, they've modeled their version. So I know that we're like apples and oranges here, but I'll show you in a bit how we can maybe emulate the noise if you want that. But let's hear example of chorus 1 on the Juno, and then we're going to hear the Nymphs using a free plugin called Towel Chorus, which I highly recommend, and we're going to have that in its 1 setting as well. So let's hear those back to back. So you heard the chorus, sounds great. But if you're a stickler for reality and the real things, you want that noise, we did a little bit experimenting and used RC20 from XLN Audio, which we sell at the store as well. And then it had this fascinating swirl to it left to right that the Towel plugin didn't really give us, because that doesn't have noise in there. So we used the inbuilt tremolo in Logic to get that going. Anyway, waffling on, I'm going to turn that stuff on and we'll hear them both with the noise added. Adding the noise. And adding the little bit of tremolo. That's with the chorus 1 setting. Here's a quick fire back-to-back examples of both chorus 2 setting and both on together. Here we go. You just had all the audio examples you could want, hopefully, of the Juno and the Nymphs. Maybe at the end we'll do some quick fire ones of the different waves. But just to touch on why we've done the video like this. One is we have limited time here, only have the product for a day. And everyone else has done those great videos again on there. But the magic and the size of it, obviously we'll have sweeps going on of this product, but hopefully the way we've got it set up gives you an idea of the scale of what this means for people. I recently had the Super 6 desktop, the UDO Super 6 desktop, and Falcon and I both felt it was amazing, but it was quite a large, imposing bit of gear. I'm only in a small space here, but the Nymphs, the size of it, it's OP1 in, yeah, look at that, OP1 and the Nymphs together. same thing, just slide it in a backpack or on a desk. It's really no stress. I feel like this and the often overlooked Moog Minotaur would be great on anyone's desk because they're so small. And I wanted to address the reason why we had the chorus on all the time for the opening examples and why the Juno is that I've seen in the initial release of this people talking about the lack of stereo. It's got a reverb in there that we'll show in a bit, but the lack of stereo. But again, check out the price. It's a crazy good price. And I wanted to kind of put it in context that often the way we make synth stereo is just using effects, and the Juno-106 is the OG at that, which is it's essentially mono until we use the chorus. So I know there's loads of other stereo effects I could show off, but this was a way to kind of frame it in your brain that, wow, actually, if I was looking at buying a bigger, posher mono synth, or maybe even a vintage Juno, I can get this new bit of kit that's powered off USB, has loads of options. The one bit that I did find a bit finicky is getting used to using the shift function to adjust certain parameters. But as other people I've seen have brought that up, that's not such a problem because you've got all these presets that you can save yourself. So I would probably save it as this initialized state and leave it like that, because let's have a little bit of a fiddle with it. Let's hear this. You can hear it thinning out, much like my hair. Analog synth, super simple, sounding good, that filter. Now, the bit I'm saying, in most compositions, say I've got a song that's going from C to F. One of the things I'm always doing, I'm sure the Falcon and you are at home if you're doing any production stuff, is we want to manipulate the filter. And that's the dream of these analog synths, is that we're going to get hands on and we're going to be tactile and all these things. But this costs a bunch load of money. I use a synth made by the same company that do the chorus, called Uno, isn't it? Tal Uno. And they do a controller, but the controller's pretty much as the Nymphs. So you're getting the OG thing. And just to show you, when we're going from C to F, I may just want to have a little ride on the filter. Let's try that with the saw wave so you can really hear it. That's just saved me automating it. I'm happy. I'm happy for that. But also, that bit of it being maybe not as sexy as what we've been listening to, we don't need to live in that world. We can just turn on Tal Wilkenfeld, Tal Leonard. So I'm just going to go for chorus 2. You can call me Tal. Oh, come on, the Falcon's getting on the buttons. But you see what I mean? Just with a little bit of effects, I think I hadn't seen anyone show off the Nymphs. They're all like, yeah, you know, it's a good entry-level synth, and it's a shame it's mono. I'm like, hang on a minute. 6 voices, all the main bits of control that I want on there. Given I wish that there was just another envelope, but it's easily done with the shift button to adjust the VCA and the filter envelope separately. Again, you can on it. I just think it's an amazing bit of kit, and I think that we've sold ourselves one, probably. Yeah, because again, I was looking at buying a polysynth last time for my birthday, and thanks everyone who keeps asking questions about it. In all honesty, my friend in the other room bought a Super 6, and my other friend in the other room has a Prophet 6. So I'm a bit spoilt, and then we've got the Juno-106, so for me, this is exciting because I'm having to travel around a lot. That's why I use the OP1 so much, and the fact that I can bring genuine analog synthesis and in a no stress size, 0 stress. It's even good that it's mono because I don't have to carry around fancy leads or anything. You know, just the same in a producer's backpack. You've got one guitar cable maybe going into your interface. You can use the same thing for this. Anyway, I'm waffling on. we'll just play you out with some sound examples and some flicking through some of the presets, see what it's got in there. Thanks so much for watching. If you like what we're doing, consider subscribing. If you don't, let us know. We learnt from the hate. Thanks, Felix, and thanks to Falcon and everyone. Respect to the Nymphs, I say. Respect to the Nymphs!